Hi, I'm Brandon Naidu. I'm a criminal defense and DUI attorney here in San Diego, California. If you're watching this video, you or somebody who you know has likely been charged with a felony DUI causing great bodily injury. And as with any DUI case, you have a lot of questions as to what these charges mean. What is great bodily injury? If you haven't watched our first video, overviewing what great bodily injury is, we highly recommend that you do so after watching this one. But to put it simply, great bodily injury is any time that an alleged victim has suffered a very serious injury as a result of the crime that you are charged with. In this case, DUI. So most common example, there's a collision and somebody, either a passenger in your vehicle or in the other vehicle, has suffered a major injury that required serious medical treatment. What is great bodily injury? What is the cutoff? There's no bright line rule to that. The most common examples of great bodily injury in a DUI crash would be where somebody has broken a bone, has suffered a traumatic brain injury, or some type of internal damage to one of their organs that required surgery. So we're talking about serious injuries. We're not talking about just sustaining minor cuts and bruises. That'll typically just be a standard DUI. Somebody might say, and we get this a lot, hey, at the scene of the crime, they didn't go to the hospital. They refused medical treatment. Why am I being charged with this? Well, a lot of times we find out later that the complaining witness or the alleged victim, sometime shortly after the accident, has contacted their insurance company and they're looking for some kind of settlement. And they might be going to a chiropractor saying that they suffered whiplash. And as a result of that ongoing medical treatment through a chiropractor, physical therapist, that can be classified as great bodily injury because it's an injury that's not going to quickly heal on its own. And they need ongoing medical treatment. So if you've been charged with great bodily injury, it's very important to understand what the consequences are. The fact that this will elevate it to a strike offense. It will create the presumption of prison, and it adds a minimum of 3 years of prison to the term. So please give us a call, 619-577-0868.